Hi guys, what's up? It's Alex here. Today we are here with a video to talk about MotoGP 2015 because it's being released very soon, and I want to quickly talk about it because you might know actually, or you might not know, but on my channel I've actually done career modes on both MotoGP 13 and 14, and both of them went down really well. So I'm going to be getting MotoGP 2015 and I'm going to be making another career mode on it. And I also just want to update you guys on what's really going on with the game because I haven't actually been following it a huge amount. So I went and did a bit of research. What's actually going on with MotoGP 2015? How is it different to MotoGP 2014? Because you might think it's a bit like F1. What are the real big differences? We want to know that. Well, obviously you're going to be getting the 2015 season, and obviously going to be getting the MotoGP main bikes, the Moto 2 and the Moto 3, as you have done in the games beforehand. So you're going to get a lot of different, powers to go from. Obviously Moto 3 isn't that powerful amount of bike, and you go up to Moto 2, which is mid-range, and then MotoGP, the bikes are very hard to control it, and you would have seen that if you'd watched my MotoGP 13 career mode. I wasn't very good on any of them, but by the time we got to MotoGP 2014 it wasn't too bad. But yeah, this article I'm reading here says it's got over a total of 20 different bike models across the three classes, so lots of variety there. It also says that there are over 40 different liveries to choose from, which is really cool. And it also says you can, as you could do in 2013 and 2014, you can change the color of the bikes, and the boots, the gloves, the rider faces, and the helmet, just to make it a bit more personal, to make it feel like you're actually the person going around the track, like choosing a number and stuff. I mean, it's quite cool. It's something you don't get in the F1 games, that extra little bit of personalisation which actually makes you feel like you're in a career mode and you are actually the one going around on track. And that, I think F1 lacks that, and it's good to see Milestone and MotoGP games really go in on getting really good personalisation and everything. Unfortunately, as with the Formula 1 games, there's no switching between teams in season. That's all down to sort of the licensing issues between the teams, and obviously certain teams don't want other drivers driving for them, for example, so that's why that doesn't happen. Obviously we'd all like it to happen, but something like FIFA where players can switch teams in career mode, unfortunately that just isn't a thing in racing games at the moment. But yeah, that's obviously one of the other things, expanded career mode, which is really cool here, and legendary two-stroke bikes are apparently in the game as well. I mean, actually I haven't been watching motorcycle racing for too long. I mean, when I saw the 2013 game was going to be announced and everything, I started watching the start of the 2013 MotoGP season. That's when I really got into it, and I've just enjoyed it ever since. I mean, it was a bit tough last year. It's hard to actually watch the races because I didn't have BT Sport, but I do this year, so that's really good to be able to watch all those races live. And it's just really good racing in MotoGP. Every single class has great racing, and it really sort of shows in a way. I mean, I'm a massive Formula 1 fan, but it shows how in a way boring F1 is. I mean, I know bikes are smaller and all that, but the amount of overtakes and stuff in MotoGP in all three classes is insane, and really good. And maybe F1 can take some things from MotoGP. I don't know, maybe not that much because it's completely different in many ways. But anyway, we're going back to the game here. As I said, two-stroke bikes, which is really cool in the game. And that game mode as well called Beat the Time mode, which players are given specific bikes and circuits requiring them to beat records on from the various classes in the game. So it's a bit like if you played sort of Formula 1 games, it's like scenario mode or legends mode. It's a bit like that, where you have an assignment to complete and you have to try and do it with a specific bike and on a specific track. So it's like challenges in a way, and I think it's cool. It doesn't last that long. I mean, it's cool for the first couple of days, but you're going to be playing the game most for those first couple of days, so it's worth it. It's worth trying it out, and it's worth Milestone adding to get into the game, because there might be some really good challenges in there which are really hard, which, I mean, I don't hope there are, because I'm not that good at the game in the first place. But yeah, overall guys, I'm really looking forward to MotoGP 2015. It just looks a big improvement over the last game. The graphics are really good, and I'm just looking forward to it, because the graphics, I still think they weren't that amazing in the previous Milestone games. There was also a bit of lag and everything, but I've been watching some of the gameplay. It's been sort of shown from E3 and all that, and it looks good. It does look good, and I'm looking forward to it. So hopefully it can live up to that hasn't really had much hype, but hopefully can live up to the expectations of just improving year in year out, and I think it should do, because it's looking quite good. And I'm going to be getting it on PS4 for anyone wondering. So yeah, thanks again for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. It's been AlexZAfRo. Goodbye.